Welcome back everybody, How To Tech Studio here, and as the description and the title says, we are going to show you how you can get your Pokemon Go hack via TwoTwoBox, and we're going to fix the errors because there's a lot of people that are commenting on the previous video, which has flown off by the way, and that's what helped thousands of people, but some of you are having some errors. So we're going to go through how you can get Pokemon Go iSpoofer by using the TwoTwoBox app. Now, if you are here because you're a subscriber, welcome back. If not, make sure you hit that big subscribe button and set up the notification bell because you will get instant notifications as soon as any new releases come out. So make sure you go ahead and do that. And we are going to go through how to fix your stuff. Now, this is a bit of a plea. When you watch a video of ours, we always bring you the working methods, but it also relies on you to make sure that you check the description because there are certain things you may need in there, and check the comments down below because we may have already answered a question that you were going to post by somebody else. Thousands of people already watch our videos and comment down below. It's a bit difficult to try and get back to everybody. We try to, but please check the comments before commenting yourself because your error may have already been fixed down below. So let's go ahead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to install TwoTwoBox again. We're going to go through error checks as we go because I've got some new information to give you, and I'm going to show you how to get the Pokemon Go app. If you're here already as a person that doesn't want Pokemon Go and wants something else, this will also work for you as well. So make sure that you go ahead and we're going to follow step by step carefully, and please make sure you watch the whole video as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete off my iSpoofer and my TwoTwoBox. So the very first thing you need to realize is you are going to need a Wi-Fi for this. If you don't have Wi-Fi, there is a method in the description using 4G, and it is by the official TwoTwoBox page. It doesn't work for me, but it does work for some people. So if you do want to try that, go ahead and check that out. If you don't have Wi-Fi, then unfortunately, this one isn't going to work for you. The reason you're going to need Wi-Fi is because you need to go into your settings, go up to your Wi-Fi at the top, click on the blue eye icon, and then under Configure Proxy, you are going to need to click Automatic and then type in here http://ffapple.com. Make sure that this is spelt correctly. If it's not, it will not work. And then click Save at the top. Make sure that that is definitely spelt because it will not work, and that is one of the biggest error checks that you're going to need to do. Make sure that that is running. If you don't use that, it will not work. And what this does is it allows your device to be spoofed so that Apple cannot see that you're using a broken certificate. And I will explain that later on. So make sure you go ahead and put that Configure Proxy in, go back to your Wi-Fi, turn it off, and then on again. Make sure you've done that. Then go to Settings, scroll down to where you see Safari, and clear history and web data. Now you need to do that because it then makes the cache not unavailable again to Apple. It's another way that they could potentially get into you. It shouldn't really matter, but do it just in case. Next up, you're going to then go to Safari and you're going to type in 22box.io. Okay, 22box.io, and it will take you to the normal page. Now click Install now. If there's an advert, then just go ahead and get rid of the advert and go back to the normal page. Here is where you are going to see 12 certificates. Now, some people have said to me, all certificates don't work. Right, we're going to get to that bit in a second, okay? You're going to need to use one of these. Now, some of them will work. If there's an advert, just get rid of it. Some of them will work for others. So, for example, if I try the Beijing one, and I click Install, when I go to my home screen, you will see that I get an error that says, unable to download TwoTwoBox. Okay, unable to install. This is because on my device, there's a thing called a cache, which means that Apple have put in that certificate, the Beijing certificate, is revoked, and it will then just not work. If I then go ahead and I go and delete that version, so let's go ahead and delete that, go back to TwoTwoBox, and I try New Street, for example, another advert, get rid of that, click on New Street, and then click Install. If I then go back to my page, it will then start to install, and then it will be successful because on my cache it says that New Street isn't broken. Okay, and because Apple can't see me because of that ffapple proxy, they then are working. All right. So if all 12 do not work and you've got the correct configure proxy on your Safari, you've cleared the Safari, and your Wi-Fi has the correct configure proxy, then the only way to then get this to work is to then go to General, go all the way down to Reset, and erase all content and settings. Back up first and do it. Now, people have been commenting saying, I'm not going to do that. Well, then that's up to you. But if all of 12 don't work, there is no other way of doing it, unfortunately, guys. That is the only way. The reason is because as soon as you press erase all content and settings, it gets rid of that cache that Apple have put in there to say that these certificates do not work. It gets rid of them, and then they will start to work again for you. That is the only way to do it. So if all 12 don't work, a full reset is for you. Back up your device and then reset. However, hopefully you will find that one of them works for you. And then as soon as you try and open it up, it says that it is untrusted. So you then go into your settings, go down to general where you see device management. Now, sometimes that doesn't pop up straight away. Like if it doesn't, then just scroll up a little bit and it will pop up straight away. And it will say the one that you have entered from tutubox.io, sorry. So it will be one of these. Now, click on it, click trust, and then click trust. Remember, I'm still connected to Wi-Fi and I haven't got rid of that proxy server yet. As soon as you get rid of that proxy server, Apple will then see that you're trying to use a revoked certificate, revoke it straight away, and it will not work again. So when you've done that, you can open it up, and then you can then go onto it and tap on the iSpoofer logo at the top, and then click install. If there's any adverts or anything there, just get rid of them. Sometimes there are, sometimes there aren't, okay? So then you can go back to your home screen and it will start to install. If here you all of a sudden get an unable to install, that means that you need to get rid of the original Pokemon Go app from wherever it may be on your device. So get rid of the Pokemon Go app first, and then you can install onto your device, and then it will work. So we'll just wait for this to install. It shouldn't take too long now. And there you have it. Pokemon Go is then being installed onto our device. Now we can open that up and it will start to work. Sometimes if it crashes straight away, then that means that you've also got the Pokemon Go app, or the install may have not have worked. So if it does crash, then make sure that you just delete it, and then you can then reinstall it again, and then it will work for you. Obviously, you're going to need to put in this stuff, and then returning player. Now, some people have got, look, it says Pokemon Trainer Club only. There is a fix in this at the moment, so just stay tuned for this. It will be updated soon, but you can also, if you go on here, if you just make a trainer club, you can also transfer something if you're from Google or something, and then it will work for you. So just go ahead and transfer that over. So let's go to some error fixes. If you then go for 4G, so if I turn my Wi-Fi off, that configure proxy that we just put into the Wi-Fi is no longer going to be there. You can't put a configure proxy onto 4G. So as soon as you go to 4G, Apple are going to see that you are using one of these certificates, revoke it instantly, and then it will not work for you. So loads of people have been commenting saying, oh, it works for a day, and then I disconnect from Wi-Fi, and then it doesn't work. That is because Apple have revoked it. If that happens, you then need to delete both of these, and Tutubox as well, and then try a different certificate, but you have to connect to Wi-Fi. You have to put in this configure proxy wherever you are. So let's say, for example, a scenario. You're at home, you're on Wi-Fi, and you've got the configure proxy, and you've opened it up, it works, and you've been using it all of the time, all right? Let's say that you then need to go to work, go out, whatever it may be. You've got two options. Number one, you delete both Pokemon Go and Tutubox, delete them. Then you can go out and do what you need to, come back to your Wi-Fi, ensure that you've got the proxy server running on your device, and then re-download them again using the certificate that you know works. That's number one. Or, if you are then going to go out, make sure that you then cancel the background of those two apps. Then you can go out, do what you like, but while you're out, do not open them. As soon as you open them, then Apple will see that you've got it and revoke them straight away. There are your two options. You cannot use this via 4G unless you check out the link in the description, which works for some people but not all. They are your only options. If I then show you, so this is working, okay, we can all see that this is working now, right? And Tutubox is working as well. If I then take my Wi-Fi off and then try and open it up again, a few days later, that is now going to revoke, and then it will not work. As soon as I connect off of that FF Apple proxy, Apple are now going to revoke that certificate, so New Street will now no longer work for me in a day or two. Make sure that you do all of these steps correctly, because this is how you get it working correctly. And again, if all 12 of these do not work, then you need to go for a factory reset. Now, If you want the 4G one, remember, check the link out in the description. But when you've got your working iSpoofer, please make sure that you check out the must-watch video. This will explain why Pokemon start fleeing from you if you can't spin Pokestops or do raids or whatever it is, because that will then explain the soft ban and the cooldown period that you'll need to wait in order to teleport around the world to catch Pokemon. So make sure that you please watch that video. It will be in the description and it will be at the end of the video. And please go and check out that description. Again, as I explained before, we always have error checking in there and other videos that you must watch in order to spoof safely, and they are really helpful for you. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. Please hit that big subscribe button and check out the comments. If there are any errors, again, we will be hopefully responding to them, but check the comments out before you comment on your own, just in case they've then been discussed already, and hit that big like button when this works for you. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and as always, I will see you all very, very soon.